Hello and welcome to Rat Time, the show where a new vlog hasn't been made for over a week. That's a really, really long time.
But Rat, why has it been so long since you've posted?
As I said on the official Rat Time Instagram, I'm working on a very special surprise just for you guys, which will appear on next week's Rat Time Halloween special. I'm so excited! Anyway, since it's been so long since I've made a vlog, I have a lot to talk about on this week's episode. And most of the stuff on the script I don't even remember happening. So let's just see how this goes. So my Rat Time fans are the absolute best. We already have several subscribers on the new channel and I haven't even advertised it yet. And I've received 2 great pieces of fan art recently. First one is a logo made by Jack Schultz. I loved it so much I made it the thumbnail for this video. The other is this great drawing that Cameron, a girl from Fun Club, made for me. I love you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. So at our final play practice before the show, Jaron brought in Wendy's. I asked him for 1 French fry. Just 1 little French fry. And he said, "No, you're overweight. You don't deserve this French fry." Thanks, buddy. And then I started crying and eating candy. Because I keep candy in my pocket to make myself happy when I'm sad. That's a quote from Christy's Twitter. The rat quotes before rat quotes was a thing. So last Thursday I was so stressed. I had so much work to do because I was so far behind in my English class, and then Patrick and Mike just sort of showed up at my house, uninvited. Like I was just calmly working on my essay that was due at 11:59 that night that I had yet to start till that point, and they just barged in the door like they owned the place. They said they were bored. Anyway, Mike picked up the fidget spinner that Van bought me, and he spun it for a whole hour.
My name is Mike and I now have cancer.
He was spinning for the whole hour he was here. And Noonan made a huge mess on my floor out of all my old elementary school yearbooks and stuff. They were actually kind of funny to look at because I was so dumb. Did I mention that when they walked in I wasn't wearing pajamas? I was hungry and didn't feel like driving, so I asked if they could take me to Sheetz. And they said,
"Only if you wear those pajamas."
So I was hungry, so I agreed, and they took me to Sheetz in my pajamas and slippers. First of all, I felt like a complete idiot. And then as I was waiting for my food, they almost ditched me. They almost ditched me! And then they took me home and I ate and worked on my essay until it was due. And then I just turned in what I had. Friday night we had the football game, and it was very foggy, so I wrote on my drum the Rat Time logo with condensation. Very good art, by the way. And then Ruska yelled at me for ruining the drum, even though all the other drummers were doing the same exact thing. And while we were at this game, Olivia said something to me that made me so happy.
"Between you and Ryan Smith, you're the hotter twin."
So the next week in Spanish, we started putting our phones in cubbies. I hate that. I'm tired of being treated like we're kids in that class. I get that it's rude to be on your phone in class. I get that you want to prevent phone usage in class. But I feel like using cubbies like that is just an elementary approach to the whole situation. We're high schoolers now. Most of us are taking college classes. We should be treated like adults. Professors don't care if you're on your phone. It's your learning, not theirs. I just feel like putting phones in cubbies is below even middle schoolers. And as always, the majority gets punished for what the minority is doing. That reminds me about something that happened a few weeks ago that I forgot to bring up on here. The famous Joey from Twitter tweeted out about Rat Time. You know your thing is legit when Joey from Twitter's talking about it. So thank you, Joey. I kinda accidentally flashed your mom during class the other day. I wore a hoodie to class and it was so hot, so I started to take it off. But my t-shirt got caught on the hoodie as I was taking it off, so it looked like I was trying to take my clothes off. My shirt raised up and I accidentally flashed the poor teacher. She was looking right at me when it happened too. And she said,
"I was so scared. Why would anyone ever be taking their shirt off in the middle of Spanish class?"
I am very sorry for that. Later that night, me and Brooke went on a double date with Patrick and Olivia. We went to Steak and Shake and Brooke drew this beautiful art on my plate with her ketchup. So I made a good joke and said, "I can't take this girl with me anywhere." And she said, "I ran out of good wigs to use for Brooke, so I'm using the other wig for this one too."
"You're the one that always spills food on yourself. I can't take you anywhere."
And for once in my lifetime, I was actually a really clean eater with no food on me. So when I pointed that out, she went and dumped a whole thing of salt on me. And then I looked like the fool. Thanks, Brooke. That was the last day before Olivia broke herself. I talked about how the show was cursed in Rat Time 7. This was that curse coming true. Or was it? I will now reenact the crippling of Olivia, just for you guys.
Da 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 da. I'm Olivia, and I'm on stage, and I'm walking, and I need attention! Ah!
I believe she faked the injury just so I would talk about it on Rat Time. The day we had the show, it was Sweetest Day, so I let Brooke do my makeup. She gave me wings. I hate wings! I also learned the hard way that you can't rub your eyes when you're wearing makeup. I resembled a raccoon for most of the show, and I played Paris, a man who refuses to spend money on dates. Dang, I wish I was like that in real life. I would be so rich. I also discovered my love for fanny packs. Unfortunately, according to Mrs. Singer, those are out of style, but I love my fanny pack anyway. And together, we will fix society and make fanny packs a socially acceptable thing to wear. Anyway, I'll miss all the fun memories I made with some awesome people backstage. After the show on Saturday, me, Brooke, Patrick, Olivia, Lauren, and Gabby all went stargazing at that observatory park. There was supposed to be a meteor shower. But when we got there, we learned it didn't start until 1, and I had to be home at 12. So we drove half an hour out there and didn't even get to see anything. I had a good time with some pretty good friends, though. I would also like to personally apologize to anyone who was anywhere near us. Observatory Park is known for having no light pollution at all, and we ruined that for some poor stargazers by taking countless pictures with our phones. I'm very sorry. During the show, I was also filming a movie for Media Pro, and I brought in my sister's baby doll to use as a prop in the movie. So my friends, being the great people they are, took its head and ripped it off. Not only is that my sister's favorite doll, but it's $75. $75 frickin' dollars. That thing is seriously overpriced. And you guys seriously need to stop destroying other people's property. And if you do, at least feel a little bit sorry for it. But somehow they were able to fix the thing. So it ended up being all good. But it wasn't until after I yelled at them for it for 5 minutes straight. So this past week since the show ended, not much has happened. Basically, I've been sleep deprived for the past few weeks, so I've come home and taken a nap almost every day. So it's been a good week. I went on my first college visit to CSU this week. I was bullied the whole bus ride there since my friends don't agree with my political opinion. I've also started referring to all of my opinions as political, because politics offend people. And for some reason, everyone is offended by my opinions. And then we all fell asleep on the way back. That's all I have for this week, so that's a wrap. Get it? It's a good pun, like, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this good vlog. Don't forget to subscribe to the new official Rat Time YouTube channel. We hope to see you next time on Rat Time. This is Ryan the Rat, signing out. Why are you guys still here? Just because I've had something funny at the end of all of my episodes so far doesn't mean I have to do it for every episode. You guys have ridiculous expectations for me. So that's it. Go home. This video is over.